Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ashley Shamise. So, what makes you, the target for workplace bullying? So, I have some things written down. Number one, straight up, being passive will make you a target. And you may be like, well, what do you mean passive? For example, mean what you say and say what you mean. Things will get worse if you become very wishy-washy. So say you mean no 1 minute and then you turn right around and you're like, oh wait, no, yeah. Well, I know what I said a couple hours ago. Blah, 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 blah. Being over explaining, over communicating. Now, some people may view that as a strength, but in a toxic workplace, it's viewed as a weakness. The second thing that I have here is disclosing a lot of personal information up front. Be very mindful when you are in a toxic workplace or even if you start a new job. Please, by all means, keep your personal life off limits. Keep it at safe subjects only. Do not get into details about anything personal of your life. Keep it very surface. Don't even be telling people things you do for hobbies, things you do for enjoyment, because a lot of times people see that as an in and like an inward door, like a doorway, an in through being able to somehow target you. You'd be surprised what people do when they know what makes you tick. They'll try to play mind games with you by, if you're not aware, getting you to feel bad about the things that you do for self-care or for hobbies that they may not understand or want to try to disrupt your peace. Another one is kindness without boundaries. Now, this is huge because you'll hear that saying, oh, kill them with kindness. That's not going to happen. When you're around toxic people, they're just going to expect you to keep being kind in the face of their nasty, disgusting behavior. So the only one that you're fooling is you. That's why I say be kind with boundaries. Even those of you who are looking at things from a spiritual perspective, where you want to overcome evil with good. Don't forget, Jesus flipped tables too. So not to say you have to have a bad temperament or anything like that. And Jesus did not have a bad temperament. He was mad about people misappropriating the funds. But when it comes to exuding kindness, just being mindful that you have boundaries with that, because a lot of people look at kindness as a weakness, and you have to learn to juggle being kind and being firm. And there's nothing wrong with being both firm and kind. An example, I guess a better example, kindness with boundaries would be eating popcorn. An example of being kind with boundaries may sound something like, I'm sorry to hear that your grandmother passed away. If you need anything, let me know. Now, if the toxic person at the workplace tries to flip that around and all of a sudden they're asking you for favors that are outside of your scope, say you don't know how to operate a certain computer system, they're like, hey, I need, as you know, my grandmother passed away and you said that if I need any help or if I need anything that I should ask you. And you can say, yeah, well, what do you need? I need you to help me do this, this, and this. And let's say that you haven't been trained on some of the things they've been asked that they're asking you to do. But you could say, yeah, although I'm sorry, what happened to your grandparent. I haven't been trained on how to do this, so it's probably best that you get someone else to help you. And if they try to push it, insert the boundary. yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to do that because I haven't been trained. But, best luck in finding someone else to help you with that. Going about your way. It is not up to you to worry about how they feel. Just work on taking that out your mind. Their feelings don't mean anything, okay? Extricate how you think they're feeling from your thought processes, because that is going to get you in a world of trouble if you sit there and meditate on how these people may be feeling. Who cares? If you're working in a toxic workplace environment, you are trying to look out just for yourself, okay? Not trying. You are looking out for you. When working in a toxic workplace environment, you need to be selfish. Period. Lack of support is another thing that makes you a target for workplace bullying. Meaning that if you don't have anybody in your corner on the job, oh man, you're going to be put into isolation, which is something I listed next. Isolation makes you a target. There will be times where you will be expected to go to the workplace dinners and maybe some of the after work functions. There's nothing wrong with having dinner with colleagues, including like your supervisors and boss, outside of work, because even though they say it builds rapport, if anything, you're making an effort showing that, okay, I'm a team player, but it doesn't mean you have to go there and kumbaya and be everybody's friend. You can just go there, be respectful, and then dip. Being naturally quiet also makes you a target, unfortunately, for workplace bullying. It's unfortunate, there's people out there by default who are just naturally quiet people. And unfortunately, being loud has been associated with being confident and being somebody not to mess with, as opposed to quietness, yet again being shown as a sign of weakness. So don't feel like you have to change your personality and who you are because you're quiet. That's something they got to deal with. If they can't handle that. And lastly, having a life outside of work. So you'd be surprised that people will get angry with you if they find out you actually got a life outside of work, and they'll try to sabotage that in any way they can by making you work late, or they'll say something like, oh, that's what those people do. Oh, you're one of them. Oh, I don't know too many people that do that look like you, or whatever. It could be anything. Keep that stuff locked down and keep it all about the work as much as you can. Also, don't change who you are to accommodate dysfunctional workplace environments. It's not worth it. You did not sign up to go in and have two personalities. Okay? Just be yourself. And remember, your kindness is not going to morph these people. At the end of the day, there's really no such thing as a non-toxic workplace environment, because you're dealing with people. And people are forever changing. And so much goes into the lived experience. And things are never going to stay the same. So just knowing that if you do decide to change careers, whatever career you decide to go into, whether it be another job with people, just know that there's going to be some level of toxicity there. It depends on how much you're willing to put up with. So that's it. That's all I've got. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.